Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, one cruise line has pretty much told us there's not going to be a whole lot of cruising in 2020. That's right. We all know that the CLIA organization, the Cruise Lines Association, has suspended sailings all the way up until September 15th here in North America. And then the CDC came out and said it is suspending all of its operations in North America, the no sail order, all the way up until October 1st. And now Princess Cruise Line has pretty much canceled almost every cruise of their 18 ship fleet until December of 2020. December 15th, as a matter of fact. They say they're canceling all bookings all the way up until, including South Pacific, Asia, Japan, California coast, Mexico, Caribbean, etc., Panama Canal, etc., etc., etc. Two noticeable places that they didn't mention was Europe and Australia. In fact, right now, though, on the books, the only sailings coming out will be Australia on, I believe, October 31st is when they are set to perhaps start sailing in Australia again. Who knows? But that is the given date that they have, and there's only 5 ships. I believe it's the Sun Princess, the Sea Princess, the Sapphire Princess, Majestic Princess, and the Regal Princess would be up in that area around that time. So 5 ships might be the only sailings that we see from Princess unless we do get some start to open up in Europe as Europe begins to open up slowly and progress in the cruising. Although, Britain just came out and said you shouldn't cruise unless it's on a small ship like a river cruise. So yeah, very, very big, typical, who knows what's going on, right? Well, while we extend our deadlines, other cruise lines jump way past that cruise line. Now, the big thing will be, is this a one-time cruise line thing? As we all know, Princess is owned by Carnival Cruise Corporation. So they have like 9 cruise lines, including Holland America, P&O, Costa. So they have to, figure out what to do with all of their ships at one time. They can't just, even if the Caribbean, for instance, opened up and Florida opened up, they can't all of a sudden send all their ships into this one area. So there's going to be a very, very staggered opening. And a lot of it will be based on where the cruise line's main customers are from. For instance, Princess mainly has American cruisers. The vast majority of people who sail on Princess sail from the US, which is normal. It's the biggest cruising market in the world. However, that means they have to target where they're going to go. Now, as of right now, North America's closed. So their ships are kind of in limbo, just like Carnival cruise ships. Carnival cruise ships are kind of in limbo. They have an 85% American passenger rate. So they're not going anytime soon. So cruise lines like Ada Cruise Lines opening up in Germany that sails with like 95% German passengers all the time, they will have an easier time to open up out in Germany for German passengers. So that's kind of how the targeting is going to go. Australia, October, I don't know right now because there's been small outbreaks here and there in Australia and more implementation of lockdown strategies. So I don't know if they're going to be willing to do cruises this year neither. I think a lot of places are thinking, let's see what happens during the winter here as we get towards Christmas, during the flu season, see what happens, and then make our decisions. And that seems to be kind of the guiding light for everywhere right now. And Princess came out when they said, that they're pausing operation. It's due to the different amount of the pandemic, on different places on the world where some is growing and some is shrinking, different government procedures, different government regulations, different everything everywhere. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Some are working and some aren't. So there you go. Princess Cruise Lines looks like we might not see another Princess sailing until next year. December 15th, that is right in time for a lot of their Christmas cruises. Very, very popular cruises. A lot of them are 14 and 15-day cruises around the Caribbean. Circle the Caribbean was on a cruise I was on 3 years ago on the the Caribbean Princess. Love that cruise. Different port every day. It was great. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. And a lot of people love those cruises. But we'll have to see what happens. Is this the first cruise line? Is it the only cruise line? I suspect you're going to start hearing more and more cruise lines will announce the exact same thing going forward. Especially if their operations are heavy here in the United States. If their main operations are outside of North America, you might see a little more flexibility and a little more heading to open. Well, we'll have to see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is just the first shoe to drop? Or do you think the Princess is all by themselves and they're the only ones who are going to do this because of their own situation? Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.